Hello, hello. This one is about the pitfalls of, let's say, spiritual toxic positivity. This was a pitfall that I found myself in, well, at the beginning of my spiritual journey, which I guess was 5 years ago, bit less than that, maybe 6 years ago. And yeah, I remember that, I just got really into the idea of high vibes only, right? These weren't words that I said, but it was the attitude I had. And I see this a lot. I see this a lot in spiritual communities online, and even not online, where it's all just very, we should only feel good. This is spiritual. We're feeling calm, and if it's not calm, if you're not feeling peaceful right now, then you're not spiritual. You have to be feeling, yes, I'm just fine. I'm just fine. I'm doing all right, and if any anger comes, just be peaceful. Just be peaceful. It's stupid. It's stupid, but it took me ages to really understand that this was ignoring my own emotions. And for some of you, this is probably basic knowledge, but for me, this took me a while. And well, I just want to raise awareness about it because it is a huge pitfall that I still see people falling into at ages much older than me. And yeah, it's sad. But I wanted to raise awareness about it and just say that, this high vibes only is only a way to distract yourself from, the lower vibes that you sometimes feel. Now, I'm not saying you're not allowed to ever feel good, okay? Because that's something that this was the pitfall after that pitfall. So I fell into the kind of, trying to be positive all the time, trying to be spiritually high. I got the crystals, I got the materials, I got all the good stuff, all the things that a spiritual guru should have, things that they should wear, all of that, all the attire. But then I flipped upside down completely, went to the opposite extreme. And what did that look like? That looked like me being totally firm, hard worker, never gonna have fun, and I was very serious. This whole thing was very serious, and I didn't let myself have any fun. If ever I noticed I was having fun, I would just no, I'm not allowed that. This is distraction. So do not take what I'm saying and interpret it as, I shouldn't have fun. What an amazing epiphany. No, no, because that's also shit. I mean, if you took that advice and then lived your whole life that way, you didn't enjoy any of your life. So don't do that. Um, you know, but really, there's a problem in both extremes. You know, the high vibes only, distracting yourself from the lower vibes that you sometimes feel, that we need to allow ourselves to feel. And then also, there is a problem in only focusing on the low vibes. I guess the more holistic way of looking at all of this is not to focus on any necessarily. Instead, maybe not to focus at all. Maybe that's not really the right wording, but more just that we need to remain mindful during all the natural ups and downs of life. When you're naturally feeling high without the effort, and you're just feeling good, maybe you're at a concert seeing your favourite band, they're playing on stage, oh my god, it's Justin Bieber, I love him, and you're just feeling good, like, let yourself feel that way. But then, equally, when you're feeling depressed because one of your pets died, let yourself feel that. Let yourself feel that. I'm using very extreme highs and lows here, going to a concert, someone, a pet died, someone died. Those are two extreme things, but I suppose I use that because then it's easier to see the highs and lows. But you could take that smaller scale, and you could say just the subtle pleasantness of eating a banana, and just letting yourself feel the natural high of that, and being mindful during that experience. Feeling the natural low of I don't know, maybe your friend didn't call you on that particular day when you wanted them to call you, or something like that. And so you feel a bit sad, not, as sad as the death of someone or a pet, but instead just a sadness, you know. And so that could be maybe a smaller low, but still a low, you know, and still a small high. And either way, throughout the small highs, the big highs, small lows, the really big lows, to be mindful throughout all, not to focus on high vibes only. We're just spiritual here. We're only on the high vibes. You're on the low vibe. Fuck you, like, you know. And then the other extreme, where it's like I'm only going to be a hard worker and never let myself feel good, never have fun. You know, that fun thing. No, I'm not going to do that. You know, not to be on that extreme either. I've experienced both extremes, and they both suck in their own ways, as I've just explained. But the best thing is to be mindful throughout all. When you're feeling naturally good, when you feel... I've said this. I've said this now. Yeah. But hey, I'm going to leave you with Mickey Mouse. I bid you farewell.